Hello. It is a live edition on the late night tip. Well, it's going on 8 o'clock, so the time is 7:42. It's Wednesday evening. It's a beautiful night outside. I wanted to come live and check in and say hello to everyone and just let everyone and see how everyone is doing. It's been like a while, not as in a long length of time since I've been live. It's been like 6 days. And I've been watching, listening, and observing what's going on. And I really don't want to get in it too heavy, but I feel like I owe it to my audience, my supporters, and my listeners and the viewers that take interest in hearing my commentary about the drama of the YouTube streets. And I'm just here, dropping by. We could talk about it. I really don't know what to get into. So, I'll let the audience lead the way. I'll wait for some people to come in. Before I even get into the commentary, I cannot forget the most important people of this channel, and that is the replay gang. Shout out to the replay gang. You have the best seat in the house. Shout out to the Bush watchers and the podcast listeners. Listen, I appreciate everyone that come in and listen to me and give me a moment of your time and just participate, and we could talk and have conversations like grown women. I am here if anyone want to drop by and say hello and just listen into a late night edition, and we could just go over some of the things that's been going on in YouTube. I've been watching. It's the same stuff to me. It's like same thing, nothing changed. It's the same oh shit, different day. Nothing is changing. It's like when it gets that tense and when it gets that like serious, I don't even like to be a part of it. So I've been checking out some other things because I do want to slowly like move my channel in another direction. I just can't do it cold turkey. I need the help of my audience, and that's what I'm here for. I don't forget about my audience. So welcome to the chat. I was seeing that Roz was live. I was listening to her for a little moment, and I just said, "Let me go live." She don't listen to me. Her supporters don't support me, so I don't even have like consideration for other people in their lives anymore because you don't have to once you get in a point in your commentary or content. You don't have to care about who's live. Like if you stand alone, you stand your ground, you go live. And that's what I did. So I just want to say welcome to the chat. If you are shy, then you stay in the bushes and just let me talk. I'll talk. I just feel like some of the things that's going on is like repetitive, and it's nothing new. It's not exciting. It's not interesting. It's like where are you going to draw the line? Like this is the same thing that goes on every single day back and forth. And what people don't realize and notice is, as especially as a content creator, is like you trying to one up everyone. Hey, Original Lou, how are you? Original Lou is in the building. How you doing? I'm glad to see you here. Thank you for stopping by on this Wednesday evening. I appreciate your presence. I was just going over like the same old bullshit that's going on in these YouTube streets. It's like a shit show waiting to happen. People waiting to see what's going to happen next. Like honestly, like I feel like with this sector on this side, like nobody life is that interesting to me where I have to go deep diving into people's history and personal information just to embarrass or humiliate them. That's not me. That's not what I would do. I feel like this is an entertainment channel and I can report on the entertainment alone. But if I don't have nothing to report on, then I just won't speak about it. Now it's getting serious because people are writing letters and letters are being written. I don't know what difference is this going to make. Like, I feel like when you start writing letters trying to get people page taken down or just reporting people because everyone in it has the same, intent, doxing people, putting people pictures up, being nasty in their commentary and negative in their commentary. So once you start, folding, when I feel like if you write a letter, you folding. Like I'm sorry. If you write a letter, you folding. If you write a letter, you weak. If you strike a person page for no reason or because you don't like what they say, you weak. Like, and that could be a setup too. People will do things intentionally to strike your channel, or they want you to strike their channel so they can get your name and your information, and they'll just paste it on their community board and say, "Oh, look, I was struck by Bronx girl. Look, this is her full name." I'm not doing none of that shit. Like we'll leave it to them and we'll just speak about it over here. I feel like this content on this side is like I left this sector before because there's no growth. It's never going to be growth over here on this side of the sector because this is just like a normal thing for all the content creators that participate in the bullshit. And honestly speaking, I really don't want to be stuck on this sector. But that don't mean that I have to forget where I come from. And I don't even want to just like bring up any names. I seen the letters that y'all been writing. And I feel like it's kind of how you say amateur. A lot of people what do you say that they are professional and they are good at what they do. None of these letters, I don't feel like it's going to be a hit. I don't feel like none of these letters is going to make it across, I mean, in a way where people have to look at and be like, okay, well, here go another one. I don't think no one have wrote an in-depth detailed letter on what's really going on or the things that's going on. I feel like a lot of people what they write in is immature and amateur. And it seems like a lot of people that have written letters, and I'm not going to say no names because everybody's writing letters, everybody's reporting, everybody's striking channels. It's like, okay, that's where you really can tell if someone has the intelligence and ability to get their point across or make a move or try to like at least send out a warning sign like this is you've been warned. But I'm not impressed. I'm sorry, I'm not impressed with any of the things that's going on this sector, for the simple fact that it's like it's nothing new. People still posting pictures. The people that's doing the dirty work and the groundwork is still gonna be there. Everybody got their dirty little workers working for them, that's willing to get up in front of an audience and talk about someone in the nastiest way, or post a picture about someone's child, someone's back. Like that's just not me. I'm sorry. Like I don't have interest in that. Like these people are not politicians. I'm not. They're not politicians. They're not representatives, and I'm not a lobbyist. So, it's like you go look at them like they politicians, and they supporters are uh, lobbyists, I guess, and they getting paid to do what you want them to do. That's just how I feel about that situation, right? And I know I came into this sector with the intent of growing my channel, but that's what I want to do. So, lastly, I saw Raj, on live. Hey, Lasagna, how you doing? Lasagna is in the building. I was just came on Lasagna for a late night. I said late night, but it's early evening. I guess we going into the late night live. I haven't been live in a couple of days. I don't forget where I come from. I just wanted to check in and say hello to everyone, and get in a live while everyone else is going crazy and in a frenzy. And we'll have time to just at least speak to one another intimately and honestly and openly about the things you want to speak about or maybe that you want to voice your opinion on without being, you know, targeted, right? So I felt like this is the right time for me to go on because that's where everyone is in Ra's chat, which they should be, enjoying and getting a piece of the action where I could come over here and it don't have to be all that the hoopla, So I just Snotty. Hey Snotty, how you doing? I just feel like some people just, they get all the they gather all the attention in all the wrong places, right? I don't even know where to begin. I've just been seeing all the things that's been going on, all the back and forth, all the repetitive, like familiar behavior that people already are aware of. Like, I don't care about your past. I don't care about who you used to mess with. I don't care about I don't care about none of that. So it's hard for me to speak on it because I really don't care. I just was sitting back looking and observing. I'm like, okay, where are we going with this? Like people like me and the people that I design this channel for, we'll go look at it, but we don't take it personal and we really don't care. Like it's not like moving us, it's not shaking us, and it's not really going to like improve my content. Hey, Jam said, "Where you been, Bronx? I've been looking around, looking for you. I've been falling back, because Zachary's out of school, honestly speaking, and he's asleep now. So I'm like, okay, let me just get in the live while he's sleeping. He's out of school. I've been enjoying my time with him and running these streets of New York City with him, and just enjoying myself and looking at YouTube. I've been looking at different people on YouTube and interacting with different people, so I'll know, how you say, doing a little research. Jam 66 said, "Hey Bronx, hey chat. Yeah, I just been looking on the outside, and I've been looking on the outside, and I'm still not impressed. I still don't know what to like talk about. But Jam, if yeah, he's on break. Jam 66. He's on break for he go back Monday. So it's been like really refreshing just chilling with him. Even though I like when he's in school, but we've been doing things, going to the park and just chilling out and doing regular things. And I've been watching TV. I binge watched. If y'all don't know, BMF. Last weekend, right? It was good. I'm hooked. I like it better than Power. I haven't watched Power since Ghost died. If y'all know what I'm talking about, just to say, let y'all know what I've been doing. Been just doing what I like to do. I stay in the bushes. Right. It's like the safest place to stay, but you don't have to stay in the bushes over here unless you choose to stay in the bushes. The bushes is for the ones that just want to sit back and observe and listen to a show and don't have to be, you know, how you say it, criticized for having a comment. And so is the podcast listeners and the replay game. I just feel like this is where it could be a little bit less tense, because all that shit that's going on now is like, ugh, in one ear and out the other. Like, I enjoy BMF. Hey, Doris, how are you? Thank you for coming to the chat, Lasagna. Lasagna and Doris is my members, and I appreciate them. Being a member helps grow the channel, but you don't have to become a member now. You could think about it as we grow together, this platform and channel. And shout out to Doris and Lasagna for being a member. I appreciate you. I don't have to have thousands of members, because I don't want to grow a cult. I don't. I'm sorry. And I'm not saying that members are cults. No, I'm not saying that. Like I feel like, when you become a member of certain channels, it's like, you throwing up money in the air because you are there to hear the host talk about one particular thing or certain things and that y'all have a general interest in. And I want to get my channel situated so we can begin to grow. Let's see, Jim, these bitches getting on my nerves. I'll be ready to fight. Jim said I came out because when you on it could be dangerous on your live because I might fall out and hurt myself. I know, but you know what? It's kind of quiet over here. It was like a little strategic move because Roz is live and she got about 700 people in her live right now, probably more than that since I left. And it's probably a little bit less tense over here because I feel like my morning shows are probably a little bit more popping than my evening shows because I feel like I'm at my best in the morning time. So I just appreciate the people that took their time to come over here and listen, as opposed to going over there and saying, "Oh well, Roz is live," like coming over here and saying Roz is live, and I'm like, "So what? I don't care if she's live. Then go over there and check her out instead of telling me she's live." But getting back to Lasagna, I BMF is like I binge watched it. I liked it. The last episode I seen Lasagna was with was with Lala and no, I'm lying, not with Lala. Uh wait, I'm just gonna just say this, Lasagna. You know who's my favorite character? Lamar. He makes the show. He brings the whole show to life. It's like then we got little Mish, big Mish. He's a nice looking guy. He 23 years old, and I'm looking at the characters. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's what makes it so interesting. So I'm glad that Lasagna, you watch it too. We could talk about that probably, one day during the week. Wait. Let me see. Jim 60 said, I don't have any money to give to all the creators that I watch. I would sub and hit the like button. That makes a great difference when you sub and hit the like button. It keeps the channel going and keeps me in the algorithm. Let me see where your life is peaceful. To me, it could be peaceful. I like peaceful. I like calm. I do have a little. It could be chaotic. I just try to like control where the chaos and um, confusion comes from. As long as I have control of it, I think I'm a little bit better and growing better in life. Snotty. Uh, yes, Terry is my favorite. Right. Exactly. Um, Lasagna, Doris is speaking. Oh, wait, which voice makes me have an attitude? Who you talking about? Roz? She was like, oh, Diggle, I was like, where is brunch? We need a real conversation. Thank you, Lasagna. Because a lot of people, like, if you're in this sector, you look for a certain, like, content and you look for a certain, like, I guess, commentary coming from the content creators. Like, I don't want to do all that all the time because I don't have the like I don't know energy for it. I'm not, and when I say energy, I just don't have the like I don't know. I don't want to apply myself, because coming live, you have to have a certain swagger, you have to have a certain stance, you have to have a certain attitude, even if it's good or bad. And today is not one of those days because it's what's been going on, honestly speaking and frankly speaking. And if y'all want to drop your comments down below and express yourselves because it's safe over here. I feel like it's a neutral channel. We could talk about what we want to talk about and who we want to talk about. I just feel like we should just keep it respectful because I can't take on a whole army, and that's where I'm glad y'all here. The 33 people that's in the chat right now. I feel like we are on our own. If you're a supporter of mine and you support this channel, you have seen me grown like Lasagna, and many other people have seen me grown from day one, and they have been with me from day one. You already know that I stand alone and I stand my ground and I'm a lone wolf and it's not easy. So I will have to face a whole army, right? Just because if I say something like one person I catch it and they don't like it and they'll follow it up. I'm not fighting no army. I'll let them sit on it and ride on it and let them speak on it themselves. Look at Luce. You know what I mean? Like, Lulu, original Lou is in the building. It's not. He said yes. You know what I mean? So I'm fighting a whole army. I could fight a whole army. I don't want to be taking people down one by one. It's like I'm not waiting for my name to be called for someone to say my name and be like, oh, I'm up next. No, that's like plays that they playing, moves that they're making on other people. Y'all don't even know how they even like running circles or even playing games with y'all. Like I'm not just jumping out because someone called my name. Like call it. If that's the best you could do, call it. Like I don't have to respond to everything and I won't. Because it's not worth it. It's not even like okay, you get the hype, and you be like, oh, okay, she want me to respond to her in the beginning, the very, very beginning, you get that, but as you grow your page, you're like, nah, y'all, we were leaving y'all back there. Okay, we will be making appearances. I'm going to shut up. I like to hear you speak. It's not. You all good. You can speak. Y'all can say anything you want to say. It's not that many people in the chat. I didn't put out no notifications. I haven't been putting up community posts because I feel like when I want to speak and I have something to say, it should matter. And I want my supporters to, they already know that if I have something to say, I will say it. But just to like get into like particulars, that's going to be hard for me. And I don't want to go there. I just want peaceful. I just want a peaceful chat. Thank you, Jim. I want a peaceful chat too. It's much better that way with a peaceful chat. I feel like the how you say it, this chat right now just feel calm and relaxed because I just feel it. Like we don't have no what is it called? No heavy like intentions or like it's just calm right now on a Wednesday evening. They all going to destroy themselves. Right. Right. You know what's so crazy? So since we are all here, thank you guys for warming me up. It took me like 20 minutes to warm up. That's because y'all know me. Lasagna, she's a breath of fresh air. And everyone else in this chat, Doris is a breath of fresh air. She has shown me that people could be neutral and have an open mind just as well as anyone else in this chat that have come by and support other people. And y'all have your favorites even if you come over to a neutral channel, and that's okay. But like mm, that's I seen Nana write a letter, and I've read her letter. She told everyone that she wrote a letter. She showed it on her community post. I'm not going to read the letter because I don't have my other device, my Chromebook, next to me. But I felt like, as a professional, as someone that's a lawyer, attorney, that want to convince and want to make a case and want to like set out to do what she said she was going to do. Right? I've read the letter. What do y'all think about the letter she wrote? If y'all read it, did you ever hear? Did you read the letter that Nana wrote about, you know, other that she was going to submit to YouTube in the hopes of taking another content creator's channel down? Um, it's been ongoing from like absolutely chaos, confusion. It's been a total frenzy in this sector. It's like what is exciting about what anyone is doing? What is different about what anyone is doing from the next person? Everyone is doing the same thing. Like, Nana said, I'm gonna write a letter. Here go another content creator. I'm gonna write a letter too. Everybody's writing letters just to say they could write. Like, I don't see the power in the pen. I didn't see the powerful letter. I have not seen no one write a letter that will convince me that this person is channel needs to be taken down and yours don't. You didn't read it? You didn't read it? I'm not gonna read it because I don't have my Chromebook. This shit is draining. It's like first grade all over again. They don't know how to fall back. They don't know how to fall back. But you know what, Snotty, listen, it's like, listen, when I was in first grade, y'all know how old I am, 42 years old, 42. Like when I was in first grade, I had fun in first grade. When I was in first grade, I had friends. I'm pretty sure everybody in first grade, they first day, they was nervous, they had friends, they was probably popular or probably shy. But let's not even insult first graders like this, because you know what? A lot of first graders have a more discipline. And if they don't, that's because it's not expected of first graders, but we expect older adults. And I'm not trying to be rigid or uptight, to have a little bit more discipline and self control and don't always have to react to everything. Like you can like respond, but reacting is like a whole different ball game. They don't know how to fall back. They don't. Sometimes that letter may bite you back or someone in your family. That's true. Would someone give her a mirror? And I've read the letter because Nana, she stands out. She positioned herself as a lawyer, right? She's a lawyer. She said it in her letter. She made note of that. Oh man, damn! Now y'all gonna make me read the letter. I hope that this Chromebook is charged. Hold on for a second. Don't go nowhere. I'm right here. Going to get the Chromebook. Hold on, y'all. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm gonna charge it. We could do that. We could log off with the letter for tonight because some people said they didn't read it, and it's only right. It's only right that I read the letter to y'all in fairness. So anyone that's just want to sit back and let me do the dirty work, I'll do the dirty work for you. That's why I'm here. Okay. So I'll read the letter. I'm just gonna plug in because Zachary be on this computer. He done programmed it for his little fingers. So okay, just bear with me. This is a private chat. I like when the chat is like not at capacity. So I'm trying to see if the computer come on because Zachary, oh my gosh. Okay, so it's coming on. So I just want to warm up the chat. I don't want y'all to go nowhere. If you're still here, stay with me. I'm just gonna put my password in. You know, the letter was kind of, I don't know. The letter was kind of, if you ask me, amateur written. It's like it seems like vengeance. It seems like she had a vengeance when she was writing the letter. And maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I'm just viewing it wrong. But I'm just trying to um, pull it up for y'all so we can read it together. We assess and what we do over here. Assess, examine, explore. Not in that particular order, but here we go. Okay, so let me pull up the letter. Uh, you know, wait. Nah. I don't know if she's live or not, but here we go. Her name pop up. See, she popping right up in my Okay, here we go. Let me go to her page. Okay, here we go. Thank you for staying with me and bearing with me. Let's see if she took the letter down. Oh, don't tell me she took that letter down. Oh gosh. Okay, here we go. Here we go, y'all. Let me turn off this light because I don't want any interruptions. So just give me a moment. I'm sorry for the little interruptions. I just want everything to be perfect for you guys because you know that you come first. My chat, my supporters are troublemakers, and I love it all. We good troublemakers. So, Nana Powers, she wrote a. This is her post from 6 hours ago. This is the only post I'm going to read, and then I'm going to log off. Because we'll just do what we do. This She wrote. This is why Johnny Bravo is up this morning digging up tired old Facebook posts. I don't know who Johnny Bravo is. Yawn, snore fest. I picked up my lawyer pen last night and she has a privacy violation. That's probably why she okay. That's probably why she hasn't been live today. She probably couldn't go live and I'm just getting started. And this is the important part of the letter because she didn't write the letter yet. This is just a community post. She said, "When I write, people listen. We do. And I know how to get in contact with the right people. This is why I'm a licensed attorney and they are not. Stay tuned. Her channel won't be up much longer." So let's follow up with the letter that she wrote. And the letter states, I guess, how can we help you? She's proceed to write Nana Powers, proceed to write a letter, I guess, to YouTube. It states, another content creator is targeting my minor daughter for harassment and bullying. She is sexualizing my minor daughter's images, circling my minor daughter's body parts, and implying that my minor daughter is giving men oral sex. She is also posting minor family members on her community tab without permission for the purposes of harassing my family. Please terminate this creator's channel for harassment and bullying. Here's the link to her channel. That's it. Wait, I'm sorry. Okay, don't wait a second. Is that it? Oh, okay. Oh, that's it. That's all she wrote. Oh gosh, no. Okay, I read the letter. I don't know how far the letter would get. I don't know if I'm missing anything. It says for okay. We know right. We know that they have excuse me, we know they both have said things that go low, right? If you hit me first, you can't tell how to hit back. That's true. I might break your nose. Wait, I might break your nose and black both your eyes and you can only tap me. That's true. That's true. But I just feel like with like so if you're gonna write a letter and you want to get across and you want people to like convince the person that you write in, like I feel like this is just like if the person reading, if I'm reading it and I'm going over and the letters being submitted and being like it was like sent across my desk and put in front of me, and I'm just going to feel like this is a letter that's kind of vengeful. It doesn't seem convincing, it doesn't seem like, something that is a serious matter without proof, right? So it's like you will have to definitely have paperwork and a paper trail of all the things, because I know she's a lawyer. With all due respect to a lawyer, lawyers can be cross-examined too. Lawyers can be checked too, and they can be backed in the corner also. Then you should be innocent in this mess. Right. But what I'm saying is, everyone is posting people pictures. Everyone is circling people pictures, out in people, children, minor children, going deep down in the archives to show what a person used to be or who a person used to be. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't care who or what you used to do in your past life. I don't care who or what you do in your present life. Like, I don't even care about any of that. I just feel like when it comes to the children, you sitting there using children as scapegoats. Like, it's okay for you to speak about other people's children, and I'm not talking about anyone in particular, but when it comes to other people trying to get justice, is like, oh, don't you have to take a look at yourself, self-reflect? A lot of people, such as myself, including myself and whomever, just want to take responsibility that we don't, and we're not aware of our actions, and we're not self-aware, so we just like proceed to move forward without thought, right? Because this letter, it's okay that you write a letter, it's okay that you want people to hear you, but the fact that, in your post you said, like, when I write, people listen, and I know how to get in contact with the right people. This is why I'm a licensed attorney and they're not. Vicky, so blessed that this is so this is laughable, because how can you talk about an infant baby then delete the live after they decided to write a letter? Get after they better hope it doesn't backfire. Who are you speaking about? You could just put in the initials. Who wait they who talked about an infant baby? Right? Someone talked about an infant baby, and then you said they deleted the live after. Like, listen, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't, like, it shouldn't stick with anyone. Anyone, no one should take it personal, because everyone is doing the same thing. My aunt is an attorney. Wait, Lasagna, I didn't even read. You got me laughing. She said, my aunt is an attorney. I say aunt. Some people say aunt. My aunt is an attorney. Yes. And I asked about some of this stuff. She said, stay off YouTube. She would never deal in this mess. Right. Because you know why she wouldn't deal in this mess? Because she went to school for a certain amount of time to acquire a certain amount of intelligence to be focused on other things. So I can't see someone that's like a professional attorney that went to school, got their license, became a lawyer, and how you say it, conducting cases in court, or just even reading the law, will be so like involved and wrapped up in like minute stuff, right? Because it's not even important. It's like all personal. It's like a girl fight, a vicious girl fight that is going on between all of these content creators. I feel like, some people use their power for the wrong things, like the powers that be. If you are an attorney, which she is, we're not taking that away from her. We're not taking any accolades away from her. But this is not where I would want my power and the pin to be on YouTube, right? I would save it for something totally different. This is not something I want to be like, my legacy be known for. Oh, well, I was an attorney, and you know what? I took precedent in writing letters to get someone's channels taken down, or someone's page taken down, because I wasn't too happy, or I became too emotional in what was going on. Everyone is too emotional. And that's why over here at this platform, we are leading with our heads and not our hearts. And that's what makes us different from most. We don't get wrapped up into the minutia of things. We think logically over here. And that's why I love my supporters, and I cannot stress that enough. Even if you're not like a member, you still a supporter. If you're coming over here listening, participating, giving feedback, being respectful, that matters the most to me, right? So it's like we don't think with our hearts. We think with our heads. And that's why a lot of people are so like upset with one another, because they put their personal like convictions into it. And that's why I could sit back and laugh at some of the things, and people like, you laugh at the wrong things. No, I laugh at the things that I think are stupid. And I laugh at the things that could be prevented. She could be doing so much more. She is very intelligent. She is very intelligent, and she's a confident woman. It's just that I just feel like okay. Now that we're talking about Nana in this light, because we'll keep it light and airy, because Nana have the following too that feel like Nana can't do wrong at all, but she, in some way or another, she had Aries. They can't really take criticism at all. Okay, Day Day and her crew. I don't understand if they all doing it. Why try to delete what you said, then decide to use your power to do something about it? Right. It's like, because you know why? Because now that looking in hindsight, I felt like Roz built a team of support. She have a large following and a portion, and I'm not going to say cult anymore, just respect to the ones that come in and listen to me, and they are part of Raw Squad, and they have a neutral opinion. So with respect to them, I'm talking about the loyalists that is like that follow Roz, right? Because the same supporters that follow Roz is the same ones that support Day Day, and the same ones that support um Nana, and they don't tell them when they're doing wrong, right? So I don't think any of them, the three of them, the three musketeers, right, are not aware of what they're doing. Like, you just like throwing fuel to the fire. Is that the right word to say? You just adding fuel to the fire. You're not even aware how you making it escalate. You don't even know how to simmer or ease tensions down. And I feel like Nana, being an attorney, she should be more disciplined, more structured, more logical, right? Or even if she is writing a letter, penning a letter, I feel like this letter is just a warning. It's not going to do nothing, because if I'm writing a letter, I'll write a letter and then see what happens. Because you know what? Some of y'all are writing letters and y'all just forwarding it to a general inquiry. You know what I mean? Not very professional. I didn't say it, but right. Did I say it? Because maybe I did. It doesn't seem very professional at all. Right. So if I'm coming into her office and I want a little advice, or a little bit, advice on a case, or just someone to advise me or consult me on the law, and then someone whisper in my ear, "Oh my goodness, you went to Nana Powell's attorney at law. Did you see her YouTube page?" I'm going to be confused. But how is it okay that she does this to somebody and think that no one can do it to her? Um, I did. Right, right. My bad, first graders. Snotty said that. No, but wait. Okay. Snotty, who you talking about? You gotta, like, if y'all don't want to, like, spell out their name, I think if you just give me a little hint of who you talking about, because everyone is doing it to each other. That's why I don't take sides, right? I'm not taking nobody's sides. I would never take nobody's sides. Everybody that have their hand in this is wrong. Everybody that is a part of it and participated is wrong. I don't care who started it. I don't care who's going to end it. Everyone that is now willingly participating and just like so out there with it and not even trying to cover up what they're doing. Like, I don't have no sympathy for no one on this sector, right? And that's what makes me, I guess, a little bit more different from some, because I don't have no sympathy for them. I'm not empathetic towards them. I think it's kind of stupid. I think it's kind of like dumb, I guess, so to speak. Hey, Dimples J, how you doing? Ooh, Dimples J is in the building. Thank you for coming by, Dimples J. Jam said, "I'm a grown woman. I wouldn't want my children in this mess. Her daughters need to find their niche." That's there, you right. And then, I'm glad you said that, Jam, because it's so hard to find your niche on YouTube. But once you find it, you need to stick to it. And that's the thing, Jam. Like, they not aware that once you are in it, and you participate in it, and you go head first in it, you are stuck in it. I don't want to be stuck in it. I don't want to be stagnant on this sector. I don't want to do the same things every day. And it's not about me. It's just that I don't want to participate in it. But those who's participated, they're already stuck in it. It's nowhere for them to go. I am not trying to be funny. My text preparer will write a better letter than that. Right. No, but I'm just saying, if we were the type of snooty people over here, which we're not, we look, we observe, and we take it in, and we know that a lot of people have written letters and they just wrote letters just to write letters, and they said, my letters stick. It's like, okay, let's see the outcome. I'm waiting for the outcome. I'm waiting for someone, because don't use your powers for like little petty shit, like getting somebody channel taken down because you don't like what they said, or like exaggerating what they're doing, right? Because I feel like people are not aware of themselves, or not what they say, of what they're saying, because I heard many people lives and they are no better than none, right? So when you do a live and you sit there and you like calculate and try to compare, I don't want to go into that territory. People do lives about other people's children, right? It's like, it's crazy, because like grown ass woman is coming at a child that they say, well, she's 26 years old, she grown, right? She's grown, but it's like, where's the competition? Like, what type of confidence as a grown ass woman, because I'm 42 years old, what type of confidence am I portraying or showing to my audience and my viewers that I'm going after a 26-year-old child that's not even fully developed, right? Or that's like still trying to find her way in life, is trying to find herself and trying to find out who she is, right? Okay. Public. But wait, Lou, I didn't even read it. I just seen the word. Public defenders don't have any substance. They're just chasing money. But they have an opportunity to do good, right? So a public defender, we probably knocked their little, like, their title. I don't know if she's a public defender or not. I know she do claim herself to be an attorney, and she did pass the bar exam. Rod says she passed the bar exam in Nevada, which is hard to get, and California, which is hard to get. So I feel like, you went to school for nothing. You passed the bar exam for nothing to be here and showcasing your talents and your skills and your professional on YouTube, downright dirty, because I'm downright dirty in the gutter too. I'm not exempting myself. I'm no better than anyone else. I just know how to pull back when I need to pull back. I don't always have to answer to someone calling my name or trying to say, they use that excuse or use or show discretion. Excuse me, not discretion, discernment. This is not discernment, right? Everyone is bullying each other. Everyone is sexually harassing each other. Everyone have the same point of view as everyone else. Everyone is digging deep to find a picture that may be from years ago, or everyone is digging deep or investigating someone's past or personal history. I'm not doing none of that. I don't want to feed my audience that. They could see it for themselves. I'm not going to pull up someone's old information that was archived and say, "Oh, look at this." No, we're not doing that. Yeah. And it's so many cases that she could make a difference in. That's true. But I don't know what type of lawyers, like a defense attorney. If she's a defense, I guess it's her putting up her defenses. Like, I'm not going to knock her. I'm not going to take anything away from her that she may have accomplished or achieved. But I feel like, Nana, she probably could take a little bit more criticism than Day Day. Day Day is still a child to me. Day Day is still a baby to me. She's still a young lady growing, trying to see who she is. She's not even fully developed mentally in the mind yet. She has so much to learn. There's so much to overcome, and this is not where she should start or try to begin, because what the grown women are doing that's going after her, they eating her little ass up. But see, Roz don't sleep with her at night or lay next to her like at night, because I know deep down inside, as a 26-year-old woman fighting grown ass woman that don't have sympathy for you or care in the world for you, that probably has to hurt some way or another. And there's no comforting from your sister, there's no comforting from your mother. It's just you lying down at night to make that decision whether you want to go further or not. That's all I'm saying. This is where we disagree. She's inserted her 26-year-old ass in this mess. She's speaking like a grown woman. But this is right. We could disagree on that part. But this is where I come in and say, like, I'm a grown woman. I'm a 42-year-old woman. I am happy. Not happy. Like, oh my gosh, my life is so glamorous. Oh my God. I'm just saying, like, I'm content and I'm confident in, as a woman, 42-year-old woman, to say that this is a 26-year-old child, woman, young lady that has her opinions too. Her opinions doesn't like rub up off on me. Her opinions doesn't like disarm me. Like, that's like child's play right there. She's 26 years old, right? Maybe she can say things that affect people where they respond to her, but I have a 26-year-old son. there's no way in the hell I'm gonna go back and forth with a 26-year-old. Me and my son have disagreements, and we speak like adults because I told him, you're a confident man. Speak to me like you want somebody to speak to you. So with Nana, excuse me, with Day Day, she a child to me. She's like, there's no competition there. There's no like fun in going back and forth with a 26-year-old. I will leave her on red. That's all. From keep it 100. Do you think Bronx, keep it 100. Do you think a lawyer would say some shit like that? Yeah, lawyers are crooked, though. Lawyers are crooked. We know that they crooked. We know that they have a corrupt mind. We know that they have a outward mind. We know they don't think like most people. Lawyers are crooked. So it's nothing that I will put past a lawyer, and there's nothing that I don't think they would stop at and think about what they're doing. So we could all agree, right, that lawyers are crooked and they have a corrupt mind and they're deceitful and they do lie because they are lawyers. Doris said, Bronx, I disagree. Okay, if the 26-year-old was trying to find herself, she would be in this. She would be not be in this YouTube drama. She would be doing social things outside of drama, of the drama. Yeah, but that's true too. But what I'm saying is like, y'all come over here to listen to me, excuse me, the brave hearts, right? And the eagle eyes come in here and you listen to me give a different perspective. And we all have a certain mindset and a mentality over here that I think we all have in common. And we all have difference of opinions, but I think what we have in common is like a certain intelligence in this community where we know that that's a 26-year-old woman that want attention that we don't have to give to her, that's not even worth it, right? Because how y'all would feel like y'all come in, tune into me one day, going in on day, and I said I wouldn't go in on her because she's 26 years old, and there's nothing that she can say that will like offend me as a woman, right? Because I have a 26-year-old son. And I said this before, like, if that was my child and people going after my child, off with your head. I don't care what she say or what she do. If you continue to go after my child because you feel like she's 26 years old and she inserted herself in the drama, you definitely gonna have to deal with me on a different level. And that's why I said I would not go after 26-year-old, because if someone come after my son, I don't care what he did, and you keep coming after him, we're gonna have a problem. But I'm different. Totally different. Okay, so you think she is special. If so, that would be the only reason she might be exempt. I don't think she's special. She's really smart, Day Day. You know, she's smart. She's using her power that's be to get her point across. She have a following. She have a support group. So she know that if she just wouldn't get out there on her own and say these things on her own if she didn't have a support group. All I'm saying is like, I don't like young people like that. Like, I would encourage her and support her as a young lady and give her sound advice and like, Nana, Day Day, listen, F these people. They are no good. These are old ass women that's just trying to bring you down with them. I would take a different approach. That's all I'm saying when giving her advice. I definitely would give her vanity advice and health advice, but that's not advice. It's just like, something to throw out there. I will be vain at 26 years old and inserting myself in YouTube drama with women of a particular age. That's all I'm saying. That's where I'm at. Um, wait, right is right and wrong is wrong. I'm just saying I acknowledge that. Snotty, Vicky, I'm over it. What did you say? Anything before that? I was looking at Doris' comment. Bronx Doodoo is vicious just like her mother. In my opinion, she of course she loved the drama because she's getting attention that she want. Like, I just wouldn't feed into that attention and excuse me, attention that she want. I'm just saying that as a woman, as we as women, I just want to talk to the chat. We women in here. I feel like we all have a responsibility that we have to put out into the world, right? Because a lot of people use the word like, what you put out into the universe, you get back, right? So how is it that I would insert myself into some drama with a 26-year-old and not expect because y'all use the word karma a lot. I don't use that word in my daily life. Y'all use the word discernment. And I'm not saying y'all particular to point anyone out. It's these are the words that's just like flowing around YouTube. Discernment, karma, God is revealing people, right? Day Day is a child. It's, excuse me, a baby to me. She's not even mentally developed to go at it with no 42-year-old. So y'all think that Day Day could come over here and go up against us? Right? Yeah, I think that will be a challenge for us, even though we are intelligent, wise, beyond our years. Because I feel like everyone that comes in here, and even not the disrespectful ones, the ones that have a difference of opinion, push back on me speaking intelligently and just having a decent conversation. Y'all really think a 26-year-old can match our intelligence? Let's don't let, you know what I mean? Like she cannot match any intelligence or wisdom over here, even though she is smart, right? She is smart in her own right, because I heard her, like, say little things. I heard her commentary on certain little things, and she's getting the fun out of it, and we're feeding her ego by giving her what she want. I don't want to give her what she want, right? you know um okay, so public pretender. How can you write a letter and get somebody page took down while you're doing the same? Right, that's true. That is like being a hypocrite, right? It's like, okay, because, and it's not about Nana. I got respect for Nana. I respect her education. I like her in little ways and different ways. I think she's smart too. I think she's street smart and book smart. But it's like, how do you project your views on someone, and the same things that you project are the things that you are living. So like she was comparing, and not to get off topic, but I seen like a live that she was doing comparing like how long a man you should be with a man. And I don't want to get into that personal thing because I'm not here. I don't care how, I don't judge women on how they met a man, if they married to a man, if they still with a man. It's like, okay, if you want to technically speak, and if you want to get into the nitty gritty and get into the meat and potatoes of things and keep it all the way 100, it's no way that you can like fault a woman that has been with a man. They had a baby. I don't care the timeline. You've been with a man, had a baby. I don't care about the timeline of how you got pregnant, when you got pregnant. But according to the dictionary, and we don't have to abide by this, this is just how they label it. And if I'm wrong, please push back on me, right? All I'm saying is, if you have a baby out of wedlock, I don't care how long you've been with them, according to the dictionary, your baby is a bastard. Okay, I'm sorry. No, thank you, Snotty, for becoming a new member. See, when you become a new member, you help me grow the channel. And by becoming a new member, it just goes to show that I am putting in the effort just to gain your ability to at least have faith in me. You know what I mean? Thank you, Snot. Wait. What's so crazy? Like, Lasagna, I looked at the comment, says, "Welcome, Snotty." I'm like, oh my gosh, what? But that's her name in the YouTube, her YouTube channel name. Welcome to the chats. Welcome to the family. Snotty, thank you for becoming a member. Your name is off the hook. I'm like, I was about to say Danya. Danya probably in here listening. I was about to say Lasagna. Why you call her Snotty? But that's her name. Okay, let me read. Okay. Vicky so blessed that that's why I wish they didn't get involved, because she is young and it can lead to depression. Exactly. Thank you, Vicky. I'm finished reading your comment, because you're right. It can lead to depression and anxiety attacks. Our mental can only take so much. And that's what I'm saying. I don't want to be responsible for that, right? Because see, like if I go after someone and y'all talking about, well, she's 26 years old, and y'all sitting there, and if I was that type of person, you'd be like, no, Bronx, go get at her. Get at her, Bronx. Don't spare her no mercy. She asserted herself. She's 26 years old. That's what she wanted. Give her all that smoke. And I'm like getting gassed up by the audience and the supporters, and they gassing me up. They know, oh, y'all feeding my ego. And I go in, say some hurtful things that some people wouldn't say, right? I know how to hurt people's feelings. Day Day is vulnerable. She's young. She's impressionable. And I don't want to be responsible. Well, it won't ever get to that point. But if I was that type of person, I would go for the juggler, like beyond what the average person is saying about her, right? Because if you study her and you follow her and you listen to her, she revealed all her weaknesses. Okay. Hi Emma, how are you? Oh my gosh, Lasagna, give me Lasagna. Oh my gosh. Hey Emma, welcome to the chat. Good evening. Thank you for coming by. I'm gonna read your. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I should have never said that. I got three of them bastards and I love them like they kings and queens, right? But I don't like that word because I would never call another child a bastard. But what we doing over here, what we do over here, because it's we building a platform and we showing people that we don't have to be like controlled by other people, which we won't ever be. So according to the dictionary, because and I'm gonna keep it 100, I'm gonna keep it real. When I used to go to therapy and I was speaking to this nun, and I thought that a bastard was like told in the Bible. She said they don't speak of bastards in the Bible. I don't know how true that is, right? But the definition in the dictionary is that a child that has was born out of wedlock is considered a bastard. Lasagna said, "Yes, my oldest son is a bastard. We told him that he got mad, but I was listen, listen, Lasagna, right? It is all in fun, right?" Bronx, read my comment. Where's Doris' comment? Is Doris? Oh, well, oh, okay, there you go. Like, but I didn't mean doodoo like that. I was trying to say doodoo. Oh, dodo bird. Right. No. Dodo bird. You're right. I get what you're saying. Dodo bird. That makes sense. She could be a dodo bird. And that's not saying that anything bad. It's like cuckoo, not even cuckoo. It's like, okay, she's silly, or she's like young in the mind, like she's not like mature enough to handle someone like us over here, like that we could keep it 100 and like sizzle people like without trying to like give them uh how you say a false sense of insecurity security. That's what I meant, right? So her mother supporters keep her pumped up and they should tell her to back off. They should, like, they do really do pump her up. Like, it's just like older women that probably, all right, I'm not even trying to be funny, that don't have like a particular lifestyle, or they can't leave or lead a particular lifestyle. Because I see the comments, I see the chat. I don't want, like, if I'm 26 year old, I don't want to be surrounded by older people. Not on a YouTube. Not especially when she's at that age, Day Day, where she could make more money than her mother on YouTube, right? Like, just Raw Squad is holding her back, and they stopping her from having a bright future. I married his father when he was 6 months old. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. No, but you know what, Lasani? Because I have my stepmother. She used to just, she could be mean sometimes, and you're like, oh, because she married when um she had her children, and she encouraged her. Like, one day we was at a party, and I don't like the word, but the word rings true. Or she like, oh, these bastards. Like, I feel like when people use that term and that terminology in that way, you being hateful. Because I just wouldn't call nobody child a bastard. I'm just trying to give insight and perspective onto, and just push back on Nana and her commentary in the timeline when she said, the timeline of having a baby with someone. It's like, okay, if you're not married to that person, you're not married, you not presently, or have you never been married to that person, your child is no better than the next. Your child, and I'm not saying nobody child in particular, because my child too included will be considered and called a bastard because we had them out of wedlock. That's Let me talk about what you saying, Snotty. Bro, you tried to be so professional. You know her as no, but I don't think like Day Day is that dumb, because I heard her like she have enough confidence to go against like older women. I hear older women that be ready, set, and ready to go after her. That's the thing. Like, they be ready. They be ready. Like we stay ready. They be ready to go after Day Day. Like I feel like if you ready to go after Day Day, a 26-year-old, and you like in your 60s and 50s, like you definitely will be getting crushed by someone your age. Like you probably will get your ass litted up by someone your age, crushed, right? Because I feel like if you go after Day Day with that intent, and she 26 years old, she must have said something that have ring true. Thank you, Snotty. I appreciate that. Wait a second. Wait. Wrong, you crazy. I wasn't saying all that. I was calling her to do the work. Okay, and that's it. That's all. Is a nickname. Okay. No, but I was thought you was calling her Dodo Bird. I know what a Dodo Bird is. I call people Dodo Birds. Like it rings true, right? But I'm just saying, like Day Day is a baby. Let's go back to Nana, right? Because she reread her letter, and I feel like her letter could have been a little bit more convincing and a little bit more powerful. The power of the pen wasn't even like, I don't know. It wasn't like interesting. And I'm not trying to take that away from her because Nana's really intelligent, right? I feel like she used her intelligence more so over here on YouTube than where she's supposed to use her intelligence, right? And then Roz, I heard her like, I really feel like with Roz, and it's not like I lost respect for her anymore. It's like at the same level, the same minimum. I lost admiration for her when she connected and linked up with some people, right? So, because we're not gonna say their name, because they waiting for me to say their name so they could, play with themselves and shit, because that's what they do. They be listening. They like, oh, BX said my name. Oh, BX, you gotta keep my name out your my mouth, because if you put my name in your mouth one more time, I got one bullet for the gun. Yeah. Oh, okay. Wait on it. I will never say your name again, right? You will be like falling in ditches, or you will be waiting, or you will be holding your breath before I say your name again. Like you're not worth it. You're not even that interesting. I lose interest in people quickly. With Roz, now that we have come to the surface, like I feel like now she's like really her head has been blown out of proportion, right? It's like, and then again, it's not only Roz, because I don't want to put her into a box and just out her because she's making menses with people. A lot of people have kumbaya with people that I'm like, I'm not doing none of that. I don't want to be cool with nobody on that level where, okay, we are all gathering together to get one person in particular, right? I don't want to be stuck. So once you shake hands with someone that you already had beef with, or considered beef, or back and forth with, you lost, right? I'm showing you that I'm standing my ground. I am stubborn. I will move forward without the help of anyone else. That's it. That's all. I'm still listening to people commentary here and there. I just feel like it's not even nice anymore. It's just being stupid. Like what's the point, right? I've seen people that have like Lele. I seen her in someone's chat, and I'm like, oh my goodness, didn't these people drag you? And they said every nasty, hateful thing about you that they could possibly think of. And you in their chat saying, hey babes, that's not right. That's not even a G move. I feel like if you're gonna consider yourself a G, make a G move, do G things. Like if you don't call yourself a G if you don't have the proof or evidence to support it, right? Don't call yourself a G and you sitting up there like slapping fives with people, talking about we. Then I'm just using the term because that's what Rod's using. I'm not even trying to out her or saying we popping over here, and then you cool or buddy with someone that may have said some nasty, disgusting, hateful things. She's not the only one, so I can't just like out her or point her out because she's not the only one that made amends with other people. Please, Lasagna, I know why you laughing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I'm not making amends with nobody. I want them to hate us. I will protect my supporters. Like if I have to come to the front of the line, I'm like, nah, y'all not gonna do none of that. I just want y'all to see me in motion, and I want y'all genuine support. I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to move forward. We're going to move forward. And with that being said, I've been checking out some other things. I want to test y'all out a little. Have y'all been here? Because I just don't have like anything interesting to say about the familiars. We know the familiars. This is how I got into the sector, because we know the familiars. I just want to lighten the load a little bit. Have y'all, or do y'all listen? Have y'all heard about Jaguar Wright and her new escapade? Have y'all ever heard of her? Because before I came into the sector, I used to watch Jaguar Wright, and I know she was like off the hook. But I was checking her out. But it's totally different. That's a whole totally different sector from this sector. The Jaguar right sector, that sector's a little bit more. They vicious too, but they do shit differently. They I don't know, like I don't know if I want to say in this sector and be stuck talking about the same old thing every single day, same shit, different day, trying to I don't care about people personal information, and that's where I think I separate myself, or want to separate myself from most. Like I have respect for just a few content creators, and not that many, only a handful. Like I don't even want to put their name on it. You already know. I've seen Sweet Tea. She haven't been in the arena that much, but she have made her way, and she said what she said. I listen to her commentary. I listen to Ocean commentary. I don't really like tune in to Roz no more because she don't know how to stop. You do be listening to her. You be listening to Jaguar. So we'll talk about Jaguar, and I'm trying to like get a little audience because I feel like we should do something new. I'm not scared to take my content in a different direction. Staying over here would not guarantee growth, but staying over here and not making a move is just you just talking shit. So I have to like I don't know, slowly move my content in a different direction. I see the things that's going on. I see, and before I may rub some people the wrong way. It's just not that many people in here, but you know, um, before we go, I can start a little trouble. Justice Reacts, right? Are y'all familiar with Justice Reacts? Anybody follow her? Um, she she been calling out Roz for the longest, right? And I know that Roz was like ignoring her. She wasn't really like paying attention to her until recently. Roz had called her out, and I seen Justice React just jump up there, and she made posts about Day Day, and I want to read one of the posts before I go. You know what I mean? Like I just can't. This is a child, right? I don't look at Day Day and say, "Oh my God, she's so ugly. Oh my God, she's a child. She's a woman, 26-year-old woman, right?" But Justice Reacts is just like myself, is of a particular age. But I just feel like when people write they post, they show who they are, or even if it's just like for entertainment purposes, that's just still a part of you, right? So with Justice Reacts, she wrote, Alex, I'll take being the fat dancing man over being cross-eyed water boy dingo dog, a misshaped dirty bra wearing 26-year-old loser who just learned to go shopping for groceries and how to cook and bound for assistance living 30 for 100. Like what are you saying? That's Justice Reacts. But good, I'm glad we back. Yes, I watch sometimes. So listen, I'll be looking at Jago Rice. So if y'all don't know Jago White, she's the one that used to sing for Jay-Z. She did backup singing for Jay-Z. She's like a neo soul singer, and she's been making her waves on YouTube ever since a couple of years ago. She fell back for a while because when she first came onto the scene, I knew that she wasn't all the way there, even all after all the allegations that she had against all these celebrities. It's like pent up anger that she just haven't released yet. But moving fast forward, right? If y'all didn't hear the latest saga or the latest crazy news that has been going on the other side of YouTube, a whole different genre on YouTube, right? There was this girl that went viral that said that she was the daughter of R. Kelly and Aaliyah. And I'm like laughing because we know that's not true. That's impossible. Um, so she came forward, the girl, Legina Gold, that's what she called herself, Legina Gold, came forward. She went viral. She said she was the child of R. Kelly and Aaliyah, right? And that has taken off to like higher heights. So once I see something that's hot and to talk about, I feel like if I could talk about it responsibly and respectfully, we could go and move from there. So Jaguar White decided to bring your own topic because there's so much in this world we can talk about. Right. Listen, I don't like I know how to talk about like most things, but since we on YouTube, I feel like I want to cover things that's on YouTube and particularly things that people may watch. Like Jaguar Wright, she's like exciting, interesting. I'm telling y'all, if y'all just go give it a look, type a name in, you will be more interested in her content and what she got going on than like this old shit that's going on over here because now it's getting old. It's not getting interested. And I want to move on. And I want to talk about a lot of things, with Jaguar White and she going to rescue a woman that claims to be R. Kelly and Aaliyah's daughter. Like, who would believe that? Like at first glance, like who will believe that someone that just mysteriously pops up and say, "Oh, I'm the child of R. Kelly and Aaliyah's and Aaliyah." You be like, "What?" Like, mm-mm, you a psycho. Let me see. Yeah, I seen that too. Right. I was rolling. I was like, it's funny to me. Like, and everybody goes, she have a mental disability. She has mental illness. She ain't stupid though. I looked at her page, Legina Gold, the so-called proclaimed alleged child of R. Kelly and Lee. I'm like, nah, she's an actor. That's what she's doing. She want to make history, and that's what she did, right? Because now she's getting all this attention, and she deserves it. If they give her attention, we give her attention. She deserves it. Let me see. I like Justice, and she just gave her a clap back. Um, I have listened to her, but I feel like when Roz called her out and finally gave her what she was looking for, she was ready to respond back. But uh, I'm not going in on no. I'm just saying I don't care if she going on Roz, but I'm not making no attempts to go in on no child 26 years old, right? So given Justice reacts history, so I hear that she has like history in law enforcement, right? So, and this just goes to show you that people in law enforcement are just as stupid as dumb as they come, right? Cops are dumb and stupid, with all due respect, right? A lot of people regard the cops in the most hateful and heinous way. I don't. But when someone, I don't know if she was a cop or not. I don't. I just know that they said she have a history in law enforcement. So can you imagine someone that is in law enforcement, they working with people in the regular world that have real issues and real problems, attending to someone and someone talk like this? Oh, that's my channel too. You do, Lasagna, Dr. Rashad Ritchie. He a Gemini too, Lasagna. You know, he be having me rolling. Like we could talk about anything. All y'all got to do is drop what y'all want to talk about. We could talk about variety of topics. I'm not scared. I'm taking the turn. Even if we don't turn tonight and go in a different direction, we're gonna take that turn and go into a different direction. I just named a couple of different people. I'll be going down people's lives just to see what they talking about. Now there's a market for relationship talk in the black community. I'm scared to get into that because a lot of people mindset and mentalities are like a little bit below grade average. Like a lot of people have preconceived notions, and we people that have intelligence and just wit naturally, we're not falling for that bullshit or that talk, right? So I don't want to do the relationship market, especially like when it comes to black relationships or black love, because I don't like. Mm-mm. I'm not like a proponent of saying, "Oh my goodness, black love." Black love has its ups and downs too, right? That's, I guess, what I'm trying to say when it comes to the relationship market. I did, but I will be speaking from my perspective, not no one else's like general opinion when it comes to relationships. I can speak about that too. Current events. Dr. Rashad Ritchie, he cover a lot of things. He the one who like bring Karens to the forefront because racism still do exist in this country and it's at an all-time high. So I don't watch him often like I used to, but Zachary Lasagna used to tune in and listen to him and just sit there and listen. A different man voice because he has a voice that carries, and people will listen. So I'm glad you brought that up. Indisputable. I watch, and that's progressive news. I watch the Young Turks. I watch a lot of progressive content, and that's who where we could take it. And I'm not scared to take it from there. I just wanted to, I guess, react to certain people. I don't have anything against Justice reacts. It's just that, like, when you hear certain things about people and you hear, oh, she was in law enforcement, you like, she was in law enforcement, she used to be a cop, and this is her mentality. This is how she think about a 26-year-old that she may have to have saved in the YouTube in the street in person, and this is how you respond to a 26-year-old. So I'm saying, like, if it was true, and I'm just trying not to be funny, I just want to get y'all just to see my insight and my perspective on certain things. Like, so if you are in law enforcement, right, and you're supposed to be protect the citizens, and you have this type of mentality behind the scenes, what type of person you are, like, with regular, I don't know, pedestrians, not pedestrians, but rather regular citizens. Okay, Brooke, Zoodle is a child in your perspective, not mine. So we would never agree on that, but it's okay to agree to disagree and move right along. No, but I'm just saying, like, I would never do that in my real life, right? I would never go back and forth with a child, 26-year-old, 23-year-old in my real life. Like, you know how, not even a 34-year-old, you know how, like, it's like people talk about discipline or talking about, like, self-control. And I think I pride myself on having self-control or discipline. There's nothing that I can say to Day that probably would, like, be the same as any other people. Now, if someone's like, well, what advice would you give Day? I'm like, you need to become vain, like I said before, because a lot of people talk about her looks, talk about her glasses. She's still young. She could do whatever she want to do to change what she may not like around, right? Because us women in our 40s, we getting older, we not getting younger. She still have an opportunity to change anything that she want. And it would be like, how you say it, not take it seriously, but a 42-year-old having the same mentality of a 26-year-old, it doesn't cut it, right? A 26-year-old having that type of mentality and doing what she's saying and doing, it's expected. That's all I'm trying to say, right? I just don't have anything against Day Day. I just wouldn't go, like, full blown force against her because she said something that may have offended me, which she can't, or I don't think she would. But a lot of people are ready and geared up to go after her. And that's where I come in, like, why y'all so ready to go after 26-year-old, right? Like, leave her on empty, leave her on red, right? She just doing that because she know that it's like tickling your fancy. That's like, she's the aggressor, that she's triggering a lot of people, right? She's the example of triggering a lot of people. A lot of people are triggered by Day Day. They so, I don't know, what's the word for it? They look forward to respond to her, right? Like, y'all sit there and y'all say the nastiest things about. Of course, she say what she say because she got the opportunity to say it. But if you feed into it, it's not going to die down. It's not going to go away. That's my take on it and my perspective on it, right? And I'm not going to sit here and give her no advice. The only advice, I'm like, listen, do what you have to do and take how you say it, take advantage of the opportunities that is may come your way. And you don't know what opportunities, because this is a thriving economy now, and you have so many opportunities that you could take advantage of. Trust me, this is your generation, and you should do a little bit more with the generation that you bring in coming up in. Maybe it's better this way. No, I don't know. Listen, I just don't have that, like, like, personal objection towards Day Day. Like, she's not even, I don't know, she just doing what she feels she's doing. Like, it's different from Day Day and Nana. Nana is older. Nana has a family. Nana is a professional. She is a public figure. She has grown and developed more than Day Day at this point in time. So it's a little bit easier to critique if you say Day Day, or just, I don't know, give commentary on her. I guess that's what I have to say about that. With Day Day, all I'm just saying is I'm not going after her. I just can't see myself going after Day Day for any reason at all. I don't care what she said. Like, I eat those, right? If I eat anything, I would eat anything that a child would say on this YouTube. I'm like, oh my goodness. I told you the most I would say is like, be quiet, Day Day. That shit don't make no sense. And that's it. I don't have really much to say. I just wanted to come tonight and say hello to everyone. I know it's quite the frenzy on YouTube tonight and every other day following it. I'd like to thank Lasagna and Doris, my members, and Snotty for becoming a member, and anyone that just came to drop by. So I'm not going to come back live in the next couple of days. Zachary will be back in school next week, and we'll have time to talk, and I have time to sort some things out and prepare different live and just still continue to see how far things have gone. We'll follow up and see if anyone has lost their page or their page is in jeopardy or they can't go live no more. Hi, Brittany. How you doing? Brittany is in the building. Thank you, Brittany, for coming by. I'm not scared to talk about anything. I may not speak about it in a way that you want me to speak about it. Now, I'm not gonna say that because you already know like how I run the platform. I may say it in different ways, but it's no different from anybody else giving commentary. I just try to put a cap on it to at least have the viewers and listeners get a different perspective and insight and see that things we all don't think alike. Roz, good luck to her. Uh, whatever. I really don't have interest in speaking about her. I've Oh yeah, before we go, Latrice, I don't know. I really haven't been watching her. I just feel like she's in it too. She's in it to get attention also. She's not exempt from anyone else. I just feel like every time something happens, something occur, or an incident happens, someone is so quick to bring Latrice's name and they be like, oh, you know, and it's true. Okay, I will sit here 100% go on record and say, like, if you criticize someone that much, and I'm not talking about Latrice, because Latrice don't get on here criticizing someone every single day, or have advice for someone every single day. She get up here, she do her content, she's no different from the rest, and she's no better than anyone else. She has her uh downfalls too. But like I feel like, criticism, it could come from a place of envy. But I don't think it's always the case. Like if someone criticized Latrice that we're envious of her or people are envious of her. But you do have a point, people. Being criticized every single day for every single little thing you do, nitpicking and all that bullshit, that is a sign of envy. That's what envy means. Bronx, her name is Dodo. No, I can't call her Dodo. I gotta respectfully call her Day Day. I like Day Day. I like her name. I just, that's what y'all call her, right? Just like everybody got a different name for everybody. I feel like I should respect everyone and call them by their name if I don't have a personal beef with them. If I not a personal beef because I don't want to even insert that shit. If I had like a back and forth, I had names for a lot of people that they will remain and I would not change. But Day Day, she good in my book. You did? Oh, Lasagna. Oh my gosh. You are something else, Lasagna. Oh my gosh. Now you pushing me. Lasagna, you always got to take the night out on a good note. I appreciate you, Lasagna, for saying that. Good night, Jam Jam. Thank you for coming by. I'm going to end the live. Good night, Doris. Thank you for coming by. Lasagna, you are a beautiful woman. Thank you. And you know what's so crazy, Lasagna? We had to be thinking of each other because I was just on that platform. I'm like, I'm about to revamp this. I'm about to do it all over. And now that you said that, you pushing me. You got me blushing. Hey, just me. Sorry. I'm about to log off, but just me, I appreciate you coming by and listening and always showing your support. We'll follow up Monday. Now, Lasagna got me going to bed, sleeping restfully and peacefully. And I'm not going to fly, Lasagna. Danya said the same thing. She's like, I heard your I heard your commentary on Cuomo, so that just goes to show that you and Danya have a different type of intelligence, and that y'all are open to many different things. And I appreciate you. Before I go, I'm gonna read Brittany. I just can't imagine speaking on the same individual each time I go live. Thank you. Most of the time, I got into the point is dead commentary. It is. It is, Brittany. Thank you, Lasagna. Oh my gosh. I can't believe you said that. You waited to the end of the show to make me blush. You are you're a beautiful woman, Lasagna. Thank you. I would like to say thank you to everyone for listening to my insight and my perspective. I love you for listening. Have a good night, Lasagna, Doris, and all of my members, Snotty, anyone that just came and dropped by. I think of you, and I will see you Monday. Lasagna. I was just respecting your chat, but if it's okay to name drop, then so be it. You could name drop. Yeah, I'll protect my supporters. I'll see how it goes if you name drop. But good night, everyone. Have a good night. I'm going to sleep tight because Lasagna made it possible. Have a good night, Lasagna. Have a beautiful night. And, Geminis, y'all are off the hook. And, Lasagna, you and your husband, may y'all continue to be a beautiful couple. Good night. Thank you, Vicky. So blessed. Come more often, Brittany. I talk to y'all later.